Again, I want to emphasize on how to avoid the bad boy out there. During the course of the presentation or this training, I've talked about it in few instances, but I want to emphasize it again so you just be aware. And I said bad boy because there are not so many bad people out there. There are so many good people doing business out there that you could buy and order your goods from. Just a few of them want to take chances to do the things they are not supposed to do. So we talked about the SWOT analysis. When you do your SWOT analysis as a person or as a business person, you look at your strengths and weaknesses are internal, while your opportunities and threats are external. So people who try to play a fast one on you come under threat in business. There are people who are looking out to do some form of fraud, so they come under the threat that you do not have full control over. What we do is to try and minimize this kind of thing to the barest minimum. So we do not operate outside Alibaba escrow. Like I said, every payment, once they raise order, the communication you make with the supplier or the manufacturer happens inside the Alibaba message center, and he raises the order for you on the Alibaba escrow. So there is nothing like we need to go make payments, you have to make payments elsewhere. No, avoid that. Insist on making payments on the Alibaba escrow, which is also the trade assurance order. So that's where the payments will be made, and you use your Pioneer card or your local ATM card, which is your MasterCard or Visa card, the local ones. You use them, it works very well. Or when you have the Pioneer, you use that, to get it cheaper. So that's how you make payments for Alibaba. And on 1688, if your system or your system you use to log into 1688 or to access 1688, if it translates in English and somehow you begin to chat with these manufacturers or suppliers on WeChat and they divert you elsewhere, the risk is high that you may not see that goods on time, or you may not see it at all if you follow that process. So stick with the plan as a beginner now. Use Annie, who is a Chinese person and a Chinese citizen. She knows these people. She knows how they operate anyway. So they can't get her scanned. So you just make that small token of 7.5 USD or less than 10 USD to her for her troubles. Then she place the order for you using the order name and the URL link that you have given to her. Then they send it down to her. She takes charge from there. Send it down to her. She sends it down to you here in Nigeria. Then you go pick it up and pay for the charge. Whether you're using Express is cheaper. Express is more expensive than courier, a little bit different. I think Express is about $7.5 per kg, or $8 per kg, or $9 per kg, depending on the time frame, while courier is about 4 points or 5 points US dollar per kg. So that's how cheap it can get compared to when you are using US UPS, FedEx, and the rest of them. Those are extremely expensive, so we don't use that at all. And we have noticed that they don't even come as fast as they say they do, but they are really, really expensive. So we rely on our agents, and thank God they have offices in China and also in Nigeria. So that's how to avoid these guys. Just follow the plan, stick with it, and you will not fall into any of the trap that this bad boy set out there.